Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Rahimi bin Muhtar. I'm from class AS1202, group 4, and I'm going to do a video presentation Biology 150. The title of my video presentation is As the Stomach Turn or Enzyme. There are 4 parts. The first part is introduction, the second part is case study question, the third part is conclusion, and the last one is reference. So we move on to the first part, introduction. An enzyme is a substance that works as a catalyst in a living organism, controlling the pace at which chemical processes take place while remaining unchanged. Chemical reactions underpin all biological function, and enzymes regulate the majority of them. Many of these reactions would not occur at the noticeable pace if enzymes were not present. They are necessary to life and perform a variety of crucial tasks in the body, including assisting digestion and metabolism. Enzymes are commonly named by adding a suffix ace atau ace to the root name of the substrate molecule they will naturally be acting upon. For example, lipase catalyze the hydrolysis of lipids. They break down the molecule with the help of water. Sucrase catalyze the hydrolysis of sucrose into glucose and fructose. Enzymes are proteins which are folded chains of amino acids that have a specific form. The sequence of amino is determined by bond, such as hydrogen bond, which is hold them together. Enzymes accelerate process by bringing reactants together and lowering the activation energy required to initiate them. The name is enzymatic reaction. Next, enzymes are constructed from a long sequence of amino acids. Some enzymes are composed of a single chain of amino acid, whilst others are composed of many chains of amino acid. Each enzyme is composed of a distinct chain of amino and has a distinct structure. Next, the case study question. The first question, how do enzymes work? The enzyme is a biochemical catalyst that accelerates chemical reaction by reducing the activation energy. Complex molecules such as DNA, carbohydrate, and lipid are potentially energy-rich cells. They have energy barriers that protect the cell highly ordered molecule from spontaneous decomposition and will remain stable and intact. Enzyme and substrate are in the same area. In some cases, enzyme can change more than one substrate molecule. The enzyme attaches itself to a substrate in a special area called the active site. This combination is called an enzyme and substrate complex. Enzymes are very specific and do not stick to any molecules. The active site is a special shaped area where the enzyme wraps around the substrate. The event venue is like a robot gripper of the assembly lines. You can collect one or two parts. A process called catalysis was carried out. Catalysis is when the substrate changes, it can break down or combine with another molecule to make new things, destroy or establish chemical bond. Upon completion, you will have enzyme and product complex. The enzyme releases the product. When the enzyme is released, it will return to original form and then get ready to work on another substrate molecule. Next question is what enzymes are in those digestive aids. The most common digestive enzyme on the product label is lactase. Lactase helps break down lactose into sugar. Some people do not make enough lactase. They may be so-called lactose intolerant, which means that eating food containing lactose and milk sugar will make them sick. Without lactase, the patient's body cannot effectively break down lactose. The second one is cellulase. Cellulase helps break down cellulose and convert it into beta glucose. Eating plant help the body obtain relevant amount of cellulase. People who do not consume any types of vegetable are at risk for digestive problems such as stomach upset, diarrhea, and other health side effects. Taking cellulase helps prevent natural enzymes from overworking due to lack of vegetable intake. Third, protease. Protease are found in the stomach, pancreas, and digestive organ. Protease help break down protein into smaller protein units such as peptide or amino acid. Without protease, the duodenum cannot digest protein molecule. There are 3 types of protease, namely pepsin, trypsin, and chymotrypsin. Pepsin is the main enzyme in the stomach. Pepsin helps break down protein in food into smaller particles. Protease supplements such as bromelain, papain, and trypsin must consume in the correct way. People who cannot make enough proteins will have symptoms of protein deficiency such as cramp, heartburn, and indigestion. Second, are the same as our digestive enzyme and will be effective? Yes, because the purpose of digestive aid and digestive enzyme remain same. Our body produces enzyme in the digestive system, including the mouth, stomach, and small intestine. Most of this work of the pancreas. They will help speed a chemical reaction by reducing activation energy. There are two important things to keep in mind when talking of digestive enzyme supplement. First of all, digestive enzymes that break down carbohydrate into sugar are not recommended for diabetes and pregnant and lactating women. This is because taking them can convert more carbohydrates to sugar rather than what your body usually does. Therefore, anyone with blood sugar problem should be careful. Second, when it comes to enzymes that break down protein into amino acid, some people should avoid them due to possible interaction. That is, if you have ulcer or taking blood thinners and anti-inflammatory drugs, the person is undergoing surgery. This is because digestive enzymes that break down protein are thought to cause of to cause or aggravate ulcer as well as their ability to thin blood and prevent normal clotting. Although many supplements are safe, but they are not suitable for everyone. Natural enzymes are more effective than taking aids. The first question is how digestive enzyme affected when people having high fever. A high temperature will destroy the shape of the active site, thus reducing its activity or preventing it from working. The enzyme will be denatured, therefore the enzyme work best at a certain temperature. The protein is a chain amino acid linked end to end. This chain is not straight. It twists or folded as a different amino acid in the attract or appel each other. Each enzyme is made of this protein twisted and folded to form amino acid. So enzyme has a unique shape. This structure is held together by weak force between amino acid molecule in the chains. High temperature will destroy this force. The enzyme, including its active site, will change shape and the substrate will not longer fit. The reaction rate will be affected or the reaction will be stopped. And we go to the last question. Does enzyme decrease as our age increase? Yes, the body's production of enzyme decrease with age. As we age, medicine is the one of the necessity to support our daily activities. The organ of our body system will begin to deteriorate. As we all know, the organs are responsible for the production of enzyme. For example, the pancreas is an organ of digestive system and has two important functions. It produces enzyme to break down food in the digestive tract and hormone that regulate blood sugar. In acute pancreatitis, the enzyme used to break down food are activated before leaving the pancreas. These enzymes are so powerful and that they begin to attack and digestive pancreatic tissues. This process is called self-digestion. Less commonly cause of acute pancreatitis included abdominal trauma, medication, infection, tumor, and genetic. If the function of the pancreas cause enzyme damage, the production of enzyme in the body will also decrease. And we go to the third part is conclusion of this video presentation. In conclusion, an enzyme is a biological catalyst, essentially a protein. And because enzymes are so large, they refer to large molecules. To understand how enzymes work, it is recommended to understand chemical reaction and how they occur. Chemical reactions are basically molecular collision that cause bonds to break and form. However, to obtain this first, the molecule must have the correct orientation and energy input. For many chemical reactions, it is extremely difficult to achieve perfect condition. Therefore, enzymes are necessary to help the reaction occur successfully in the cell. Enzymes play an important role in the chemical reaction that occur in the human system. If there are no enzymes, the cell will be in trouble and may lead enzyme deficiency, and the patient must receive the help and the patient must receive the help of the enzyme. Without enzyme, the reaction can still occur, but they maintain life very slowly because most basic metabolic reaction must occur quickly and accurately for cell for survive. Please note that is that this enzyme is globular protein with catalytic properties. So let's move on to the last part, the reference. This is the reference that I took to make this video presentation. There are 6 and there are more too in this. So that's all for me from my video presentation bio. So thank you for watching my video presentation. Assalamualaikum.